Good evening. Welcome to the evening news. I am Omotayo Adibodun. The Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria has disclosed that the premium motor spirits, better known as petrol, will be available and affordable soon. The IPMA National Operator Controller, Mike Osatui, also said that marketers are putting measures in place to end the perennial fuel scarcity across the country. Osatui, who gave the assurance during an interview on television program, said there would be availability of fuel in 2 weeks' time. According to him, all stakeholders have agreed to sell fuel at affordable price to reduce the burden on Nigerians. He said the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited and other stakeholders across the downstream petroleum value chain met in their bid to end the crisis. The Independent National Electoral Commission says it will deploy 707,384 presiding officers for the general election scheduled to commence on February 25. The Commission also said that since electoral education is important, there is a need to infuse into the national values curriculum of primary schools in Nigeria. INEC National Commissioner and Chairman of VOTE Information and Voters Education Committee, Festus Okoye, stated this during a public presentation of the Electoral Education Curriculum and Teacher's Guide for primary schools. Okoye said that the electoral education is important in the goal of the nation and also a specialized area in the national values curriculum in primary schools. The curriculum, which was developed by the Consortium for Election and Political Process, is to strengthen and sustain electoral management for democracy projects. The Independent National Electoral Commission has reiterated that its commission is not going back on no permanent voter's card, no vote. Therefore, the need for all eligible voters who are yet to get theirs to do the needful before the election day. Osun State Resident Electoral Commissioner Dr. Motiu Adoke, who stated this during a visit to INEC local government offices in the state, noted that their PVCs remains their right in which they will use to discharge their civic responsibilities during the 2023 general election. The Osun INEC board stated further that the sensitization visit is to carry along traditional rulers and chiefs in their respective localities on their need to keep informing and educating the people at the grassroots of the importance of collecting their permanent voters' cards. The African Democratic Congress, Abia State, has suspended its governorship candidate in the forthcoming election, Bishop Sunday Onua, and 3 other candidates. This was as the party stated its readiness to endorse a governorship candidate of another political party in the state. Addressing newsmen after a meeting of the State Working Committee, the Abia State ADC Chairman Norman Obena disclosed others to include Abraham Godson, candidate for Abia Central Senatorial District, Ike Nwoke, the Umaya Senatorial State Constituency candidate, and one Mr. Osita Ofo. Obena said the Methodist Church cleric Sunday Onua was suspended for breaching the party's constitution of being involved in acts and conduct that have brought the party into hatred, dispute, and public ridicule. The party is said further resolved that it will no longer tolerate the excesses of Onua. The party chieftain said while Godson was suspended for openly adopting the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi, and disparaging the ADC party's presidential candidate on a state radio station, Nwoke deceived the party when he failed to disclose to the party that he had previously obtained nomination form under the People's Democratic Party and participated in the PDP primaries and failed. The Academic Staff Union of University has said that it is in the purview of the National University Commission and other tertiary institution regulation agencies to shut down school to allow students in tertiary institutions to vote during the forthcoming election. A member of the National Executive Council of ASU and chairperson of the Union of Federal Universities of Technology, Mina, Professor Bola Bolare, said while speaking with newsmen. He was reacting to calls from individuals and groups, including the House of Representatives, that nation's higher institutions should be shut down during elections so that students who registered near their homes can return home to vote. He said the NUC is just a regulatory body and have no power to order the closure of any university, adding that the only authority that can order the closure, apart from the Senate of each institution, is the Federal Ministry of Education. He, however, noted that if the ministry gives the order, the NUC will comply with the directive and the directives will be passed down. President Muhammadu Buhari has inaugurated the Governing Council Board of the Director and the Executive Management Team of the Ministry of Finance, incorporated at the Council Chambers of the State House in Abuja. At the official launch, which preceded this week's Federal Executive Council meeting, President Buhari tasked the new Governing Council and Board to raise the value of Murphy's portfolio from ₦1 trillion to ₦100 trillion by 2033. In his address, the president said the new leadership will take steps to mobilize capital and invest in assets that are critical to the federal government's revenue drive. This, he said, would involve reviving and restructuring non-performing assets, turning them into aggressive cash flow generating entity. According to the president, the inauguration of the Governing Council Board of Executive Management Team became necessary to optimize return on existing investment. The Governing Council is chaired by the President and the Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning, Dr. Zainab Ahmed, as the Vice Chairman. And on sports, Week 5 matches of the Nigerian Premier Football League started today across the federation, with Group A leaders Bendel Insurance of Benin traveling to El Kaneme Warriors, hoping to maintain their 100% start to the season. Insurance have won all their 4 matches so far, home and away, and another win on the road will push them further to qualification for the end of the season Super 6 playoffs. Elsewhere, Gombe United will welcome Shooting Stars of Ibadan to the Pantami Stadium, where 9th place Kwara United will host Aqua United at the Ilorin Township Stadium, with bottom-placed Kwara Nasarawa United against last season's runner-up Plateau United at the Lafayette Township Stadium. It is expected to be a fierce battle in Ikene, where former champions Enyimba of Aba will battle honor Omas Remo Stars for the 3 points. In Group B, Abia Warriors are scheduled to host Niger Tornadoes at Umai Township Stadium, while Doma United have a duel against Bayelsa United at the Samson Siasia Stadium in Yenagua. And on the foreign scene, Pope Francis has celebrated one of his biggest masses with around 1 million attendees in Democratic Republic of Congo's capital, Kinshasa. Huge crowds started to gather well before dawn, including scores of schoolgirls dressed in white who danced along Pope's Road. The public holiday was declared so as many people as possible could attend. It is more than 37 years since a pope had visited the mineral-rich but conflict-ridden country. A 700-person choir that had been practicing together long before the pontiff was originally due to visit last July had been assembled specifically for the event. The Pope's original visit had been postponed because of poor health, and there had been some murmuring that the Pope has not been as crucial as the Congo's political leadership as some had hoped. But the Mass in Ndola Airport was a joyful event, and the pontiff did have a strong message of peace and those engaging in conflict in the country. On the second of the 6-day visit to Africa, he said warring sides should forgive one another and grant their opponents a great amnesty of hearts. And that ends the evening news on Osbc TV. Join us at 7 for the major reports. Good evening.